Good morning students, welcome to online classes. In today's class we are going to discuss problems on capitalizations. Before going to discuss problems on capitalizations, in the previous class we studied the different concept of undercapitalization means what, overcapitalization means what, fair capitalization means what. So what do you mean by, just we have to review that. What do you mean by overcapitalization, sir? Overcapitalization is refers to the when actual capitalization is more than fair capitalization, it is said to be what? Overcapitalization. And what do you mean by undercapitalization? When actual capitalization is less than the fair capitalization, it is said to be what? Undercapitalization. Then what do you mean by fair capitalization? So fair capitalization means when actual capitalizations and um fair capitalizations both are equal. It's nothing but what? Book value and real value, if both are similar, company is said to be what? Fair capitalization. So is it clear? So let us start with the problems on capitalizations. Again, before going to solving the problems on capitalizations, so dear students, so these are very important formulas. You should have to keep in your mind these two formula. The first formula is what? Book value. How to calculate the book value? Because before going to taking under capitalizations, over capitalization or fair capitalizations, we have to calculate book value. Book value compare with and real value. So book value and real value is most important at the time of taking the decision. Is it clear? So then how to calculate the book value? Yes. So right now I am going to give you formula regarding book value calculation, and also I am going to give you what is a formula for real value calculations. After calculating the book value and real value, we can take the decision company is under, over or fair capitalizations. Is it clear? So let us take it a screenshot. What do you mean, how we are going to calculate the book value? So book value of per share is equal to net assets available to equity shareholders. Is it clear? So net assets available to equity shareholders, next divided by number of equity shares. So number of equity shares almost it is available in the problem, we can get it, but there is no information regarding in the problem net assets available for equity shareholders. Then how to calculate net assets available for equity shareholders? So next, so how to calculate net assets available? Two formula. One is what? Total assets. In that total assets minus outside liabilities. What are those? Creditors, preference shares. Okay. So then we will get it what? Book value. Is it clear? So then net assets available is equal to total assets minus outside liabilities. So this is simple also. Is it clear? So please keep note, because book value calculation formula this is. Next is what? Another method is there. One more method is what here students? If there is no assets, listen here is most important. Sometimes, of course, in the problem, if they are given both assets and liabilities, we can calculate. But if there is no information regarding asset, then how to calculate the net asset available for equity shareholders? In that moment, directly we can take it equity share capital, reserves, surplus, share premium. The total of these all, we will get it what? Book value. Listen here, most important. The book value formula is what? This is net assets available to number of equity shares. But if they are given both the information, the problem, assets and liabilities, we can take it total assets minus outside liabilities. Then we will get it what? Net assets available for equity shareholders. But if there is no information regarding assets, in that moment, equity share capital, reserves, premium, surplus, total of this, we will get it what? Net asset available for equity shareholders. Yes, book value is clear. Next, real value. Because to take the decision, book value and real value is very important. So now we understood the formula for book value. So now we are going to calculate the real value. So real value formula is actually first this formula will become real value. How we are going to calculate the real value? So real value will come capitalized value earnings. Capitalized value earnings divided by number of equity shares. So number of equity shares is available in the problem, but capitalized value of earnings is not available. Then again capitalized earning calculation करने के लिए और एक formula to calculate the capitalized earnings. So capitalized value of earnings is equal to expected income. Expected income and whatever the income is given in the problem, that income is nothing but what? Expected income. Or return is nothing but also expected income. Expected income divided by normal rate of return or fair rate of return. Normal rate of return nothing but fair rate of return, both are similar. So this is Once again, real value calculation is what? Real value main calculation formula is this: real value of equity share is equal to capitalized value of earnings divided by number of equity shares. So number of equity shares is given in the problem. Is it clear? Number of equity shares is given in the problem, but there is no capitalized value of earnings. So then capitalized value of earnings will be calculated, that is expected income and normal rate of return into 100 we will get. After getting capitalized value of earnings, then simplify into the formula, we will get it a real value. After getting real value and book value, then we are going to comparison. After comparison, then we'll go to for decision under over or fair calculations. Is it clear, dear students? So please keep these two formula in your mind. And again, this capitalized relate also, they can ask 2 marks problems. They are only directly ask capitalized value of earnings, then you have to do that. I will teach you, but I am going to telling you. Okay, this is a book value formula, and so this is what real value calculation formulas. So let us start with a simple problems on first today class I am going to teach you uh, particularly book value calculation problem, particular real value calculation problem. After the 2 marks problems, after completion of these all, then I am going to teach you both the concept book value calculation as well as a real value calculations. Today directly I will not teach you difficult problems directly book value and real value. So first we'll understood book value calculation different problems and real value calculation different, then 2 marks. Let us take as an exam problem. From the following information, Mrs. S and S Limited find out the book value of equity shares. Dear students, they are going to directly asking find out book value. It means there is no need to calculate real value. Is it clear? Because they are asking only book value, so directly we have to calculate a book value. So then what they are given information, 1000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Clear? Assets is given 10 lakh, liability is given 4 lakh. Of course, is to be very clear. Okay, the information is available. So then first, what is a formula to calculate the correct or not? So what is the formula to calculate the, 1 minute. Hello dear students, so this is a problem. Okay, already read out, I read the problem everything. So from the S and S Limited, they are going to asking you to calculate the book value. Equity shares given, assets is given, liability is given. Okay, so then in that moment means assets are available, liability is also available. So then what is the formula to calculate the book value? Book value per share is equal to net assets available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Is it clear? So but we have a equity shares, number of equity shares how much? 1000 is given in the problem. Clear? Next, but there is no information regarding net asset available. So first we are going to calculate the net assets available. So then how we are going to calculate the net assets available? Net assets available is equal to total assets minus external liabilities. So this is a formula already I given you. Okay, so right now in this problem, total assets means what? Whatever the assets is what? Total assets, but they are given only one asset, that is comes under the total assets, that is sundry assets. So how much it is? 10 lakh. So we can take it, the 10 lakh is what? 10 lakh is sundry assets. So minus 4 lakh is what? Outside liabilities. So then we can take it outside liabilities what? 4 lakh. So then answer will be 6 lakh. Okay, so net asset available to equity shareholders are 6 lakh. So then simplify the formula, 6 lakh divided by, and what is equity share? How much is the equity shares? This is given here. Number of equity shares very important. So 1000, then take the calci. Okay, so 6 lakh. Okay, 6 lakh divided by 1000. So how much is 600 is what? Book value per share. So therefore 600 value of share. Is it clear, dear students? So this is a way of calculation of a book value. Very simple. Book value formula is what? Net assets available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Almost number of equity shares available in the problem, but most important is what? A calculation of net assets available to equity shareholders. So already I have given hint you in the previous slide total assets minus external liabilities. This is one formula. If there is no assets in the problem, directly we have to using liabilities, preference share capital, reserves, surplus, addition of these all, we will get it what? Net assets. So that this divided by number of equity shares, we will get it what? Book value of per share. Is it clear? So next I am going to give you information regarding next how to calculate the real value. Okay, dear students, this is a problem. From this problem, how to calculate the real value. So take it, this is a problem number second, so that is one. This is problem number two, and as per this problem, following is the balance sheet of a company limited. Okay, they are given liabilities, assets, and rupees, and they are asking you the normal rate of earnings is similar is what? 15. This is most important, dear student. Normal rate of return is what? Normal rate of return or fair rate of return, both are similar, that is 15%. And ascertain, this is very important, what they are going to asking calculation. In the previous problem they are going to asking you book value, so only we calculate book value. There is no need to necessary to calculation of real value. In this problem, ascertain the real value per share when earnings are available to equity shareholders. Earnings means what? If earning is 1000 at the moment, how much is the real value? If earning is 5000, how much is the real value? If earning is 3000, and how much is the real value, they are going to asking you. Is it clear? So this is a given information. So by using this given information, let us we have to calculate the real value. Book value is not necessary. Not necessary means what? They are not asking you, so no need to calculation of book value. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, so I think I were visible. Then real value of equity share of the company, real value of the equity share of the company. Okay, then now we are going to calculating. So first case is what? Because they are asking you three cases, in different three cases. If it is 1000, what is real value? If earnings is 5000, what is? If earnings is 3000. In three earnings are given. In for three earnings we have to calculate real value of equity shares of the company. First one, when earnings are available to available rupees 1000. If earnings is 1000 at the moment, how much is the real value? Clear understanding what I'm going to telling you? Okay, that is a very important. Okay, so that if the real value is 1000, earnings is 1000, what is the real value? So first main important formula is what? This is real value is equal to real value per share is equal to capitalize value of earnings. I write it shortcut, but you can take it capitalize value of earnings divided by number of equity shares. Number of equity shares is, I think, is available in the problem. So that is how much? 1000. So this is given here, number of equity shares, no need to worry about it. But most important thing is what? We don't know capitalized value of earnings. So then before going to simplifying this formula, first we have to calculate capitalized value. Capitalized value of formula is also here, also already given in the previous slide. Capitalized value of earnings is equal to expected earnings into 100 divided by fair rate of return. Both are available. Expected earnings is what? 1000. Okay, is it clear? Expected is what? Earnings 1000, and normal rate of return also 15%. Both are available in the form. Let us we have to simplify that. So expected earning for this case, because this is 1000 only, three times we have to calculate. First time 1000, second times we have to take it 5000, and third time we have to take it 3000. So that is 1000. Expected earning is to be what? 1000. Barabar no? Next, fair rate of return, nothing but a normal rate of return, that is 15% into 100, year students. So let's take the calci. 1000, okay, divided by 15 into 100. So what is the answer? 6666.66. Okay, then we can make it 67, 6667. Is it clear? So this is what expected value, capitalized value of earnings. So then now we are going to simplify this formula, because we got it now, capitalized value of earnings we got it right now. So therefore 6667 divided by number of equity shares is given in the problem. How much? 1000. Okay, so that is 1000. So again 6667, sorry, 6667 divided by 1000. So 6.67, we can make it converted into 7. 6.67. So this is what a real value. So this is real value. This value calculation formula is what a real value is equal to capitalized value of earnings divided by number of equity shares. Number of equity shares are almost available in the problem, but there is no information regarding capitalized value of earnings. So capitalized value of earnings is equal to expected earnings divided by fair rate of return. This. So in next case is what a case number 2, dear students. So when earnings are rupees 5000. Okay, so now directly this is a formula. Capitalize, you have tried it fully, just I am going to guiding you. So capitalize the value of earnings is equal to, earnings is how much right now? 5000, and normal rate of return is what of 15% into 100. So we will get it okay, 33,333. Let us see that. 5000 divided by 15 into 100. Is it clear? 33,333. Okay, so 33,333. So next is what a real value. So again I will calculate a real value. Just I am guiding you. So you have to do in this format only you have to do, because each section is carries 5 marks. Okay, you have to do in systematically this form method, but for your clarification just I am going to writing in a shortcut manner. So now you got it a capitalized value of earnings. Next, what a real value. So what is the formula? Real value is what? A capitalized value of earnings divided by number of equity shares. So right now capitalized value of earnings is how much? That is 33,333 divided by cap number of equity shares, so 1000. Then answer is what? 33.33. Like that you have to do it. Third one, third case is what? In here instead of 1000 and 5000 you can take it what? That is 3000. You can take it 3000. So then you have to calculate that answer is to be, I will tell you, capitalized value of earnings is to be what? Third one, that is 20,000. Okay, and real value is what? 20 rupees. So this is answer for third one. You have to do this. Okay, I think you understood the concept way of calculation of capitalized value of earnings and real value. But real value calculation is what? Like this, and book values already teach you. Just you have to do this. And next, dear students, now I am going to give you some problem homework. So you have to take the screenshot. The formula will be given, hint will be given. This is all about 2 marks. They are asking only find out the amount of capitalization. Capitalization means what? Directly value of capitalization means what? Capitalized value of earnings is means expected earnings divided by fair rate of return. Both are available. Earnings is also available, rate also, expected rate of return also, sorry, expected earnings also available, and fair rate of return also available. Then you have to do that, you will get it answer. Next, second one, third one, just you have to note on that. You try this. If you are not getting, then I will be teaching the regular classes or in online classes. And this you have to take a screenshot. Next is what? This also again 2 marks related problems. Please note down or take down the screenshot. And next, this also what? 2 marks related problems. Please note down that. In the next class, it means in Monday, I'm going to give you, or I'm going to teach you the problems relating to both the concept, book value and real value, because case studies related is very important. Not only case study, even in 15 marks also they are going to asking you book value as well as a real value related. Okay, so in today class you studied what? You understood how to calculate book value and how to calculate real value. Separate you are going to study. But in the next class I am going to teach you directly, if both the information available, they are going to asking both the book value and real value, how to calculate. So Monday we will be discuss. Thank you. I hope so good you understood, you clear the concept, you try to do these all the things homework whatever I had given. Thank you. We'll meet on Monday.